Hound, so I've got the best ASA softball bats there are. Today I'm here to bring you 4 of my favorite tips of how to increase hitting power for slow pitch softball. We're going to try to do that in 5 minutes, but before we start the clock, let me say I began to think about this in my upper 30s. I had noticed that my hitting power was beginning to decrease a little bit, especially in terms of consistency. Now, I especially noticed that when I took a buddy of mine out. He was in his mid-20s, just to take some BP, and I noticed he's hitting the ball farther than me and more consistent. And I thought, this cannot happen. I got to do something. And so I went to work. And so these are the 4 tips that I found that helped me the most. We're going to go from 4 to 1. Number 4 is a very simple one, and it's just to swing a lot. And so I think what might have happened over the years, in my younger years, I played a lot of baseball, and I think I had developed all the swinging muscles and the core, and it was all there, and I didn't really have to work a lot more to, keep it, maintained or what have you, and I could just go into the games and just be fine, and it was just beginning to slow down. That's the best explanation I have for it. So in that first summer, all I did was swing a lot. I was working on some techniques, but in the games, I didn't change anything. And even that alone really improved my power, especially in terms of consistency. And so get yourself a tee or something to hit a lot. I use the Rocket Sports tee. It's got over 21,000 swings on it, and it's doing fantastic, so I've loved that tee. I also have a video on how to do a DIY tee for relatively inexpensive that I absolutely loved as well. Great product to have. I'll also show you the Pop Toss green tea that I use for getting live pitching when you don't have a pitcher. My family got that for me for a gift for my birthday in 2018. Absolutely love that. Let me take a couple swings with them. All right, tip number 3 is to get back in your swing. Now, I have a video on how to do this, tips of how to develop this. Take some work off the field. The whole concept is just like when you're playing, a pinball or something. The farther you pull back the striker, the more force you're going to get on the ball. Or in Mike Tyson Punch-Out, when you do Little Mac's Star Punch, he really goes back and lays into it. And so in softball, we're supplying most of the power to the ball for the swing. So if you want to get back, and so you can really come and attack the ball. Tip number 2 is the drop down full overlap grip. Now, this took thousands of swings for me to really feel comfortable to swing in a game. You can do variations of it. You can do just more of a modified drop down and pinky over or ring finger. I like to go all the way, and I really noticed that got me a lot more whip in the swing. Some good power. Again, I have some videos on that if you look through my channel. And then tip number 1 is one I used this past winter. It is called the Beast by Pop Toss. It is a weighted training bat. The way it works is there is weighted rods inside the bat, so you can take batting practice off the tee or live pitching. They recommend when using the long rod to only use it off the tee, not live pitching. But then you can also put on weighted handle knobs at the bottom here. Right now this weighs 49.6 ounces. If I put the big knob on the bottom, it's 59.4. And so the great thing about that is you can take normal swings and you're developing all the swinging muscles and getting that good flexibility in it as well. So it also mentally forces me to use my lower body and my core in my swing, getting more force into the swing. So I'm planning to use this again all winter. Now, I'll have links for these products at the bottom in the description for the Rocket Sports tee and the Pop Toss green tea and the Beast by Pop Toss. There'll be some promo codes for some of them down there for discounts. I'd love to hear your thoughts and what you have found has really increased your power for slow pitch softball. Leave questions or comments down below. This is the Bat Hound, everyone, sounding off. Be sure to subscribe to the channel up here. Check out some other videos up here and down here. Thanks, everybody.